Hello and welcome to You and I Quilting. Today we're going to be working on our bonus blocks for our block of the month. So every time we do a block of the month, you'll be making one of these. You can use different colors. This is a really good thing to use your scraps for because it only calls for a 1.5 inch strip up to a 1.5 by 6.5. So there's your measurements. And I'll show you how to put this together now. Alright. So we start with our 2.5 inch block, and then I added my blue 1.5 by 2.5 on the sides. Now, your other two blue that you have, you're going to add your background 1.5 inch squares on both sides. You're going to do this to every color. Two of the colors, you're going to add the squares on each side, okay? So now that you put these together, you're going to put that together, just like that. So we're going to sew down this. We're using a scant seam, which is a 1/8 inch seam instead of your regular 1/4. This project calls for that, or else you won't get the correct measurement when you're done. So we're zipping through here real fast. We're going to add this other one. Then we'll hit it with a little bit of starch and press it, and then we'll go to our next color. As far as I can tell, it doesn't matter which, if you use the sides or the bottom, top, whatever sides you want to use first or put on first, as long as you go directionally across from it and you add the other one. You should be just fine. So I'm just pressing this down nice and flat, getting my seams there. Okay, so here's the first part. Now we're going to add our second color here and here. So flip it, and again you're using your scant seam. Now remember your other two colors, you've got the white squares on each end of it. And went ahead and did that for y'all, that way you wouldn't be waiting on this video for me. Alright, now before I turn them, I've got a little bit hanging off, so as always, I'm just going to even it up and trim it up. I'm not taking much off. I just want to have a clean, straight line. That way when I add the other, it'll be just fine. So now we're going to press these. And press the other side. Okay. Now remember your other ones have the white blocks. So there is your white. We're going to add them. Still a scant seam. You're good to go there. Alright, now we're going to add the other one. What you want to do is this seam right here, you want to get them lined up. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to anyway. Alright, now we're going to add a little bit of starch to these sides and press them. Like I said, you can use all the same color throughout. Mine's going to be scrappy. So, because I already have a bunch of these cut for another project I was doing. I kind of gave up on it before I finished it. So I have all these already cut kind of and ready to go. So now we're going on a third color. We're doing the same thing. We're adding to one side, even it up, and going to sew all the way down. There's one side. Get the other side. Now what I'm doing is just lining it up. Gonna sew down it. Now, as always, I'm gonna square this up just a little bit. Okay, that way, like I said, I've got a clean, straight line to work with. I'm going to press these open so I can sew the other side before I forget. But this block right here is great. And since the quilt we're making is going to be a seasonal one because it'll have every month, I think it's a good thing to use different colors throughout this. That way, it'll kind of coordinate with each season, I guess you could say. But I'm not going to put no Christmas or Halloween or nothing like that on there. I'm just doing colors, okay? But you can, if you want to, it's your quilt. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just here showing you how to put it together and how much fun it can be. I'm going to add this last one. And get my seams lined up. Alright, so like I said, all I do right here is I hit it with a little bit of starch just to make sure that it's all nice and flat, and plus when I hang it on my wall, if I don't have it starched a little bit, it will fall, and then my cat will more than likely pick it up and run away with it, which is not good. I'm just pressing them out. That's what I've done with all this. I just pressed all my seams out. No big deal there. So there is our bonus block, the first one. Since we're on February right now, we need to make 2 of these. So go ahead and get 2 ready. If you want, you can all go ahead and make all 13 is how many we're going to have all together. But I'm just going to do it one at a time as I do the monthly at a time. So, but thanks for watching. Y'all have a blessed one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share.